Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Vrain Valley Virtual Gala will begin soon. If you need help with the auction bidding site, text or call Steph with Boulder Events at 720-940-4880. Thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Vrain Valley Virtual Gala will begin at 6 p.m. If you need help with the auction bidding site, text or call Steph with Boulder Events at 720-940-4880. Thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for the St. Vrain Valley Virtual Gala. If you need help with the auction bidding site, text or call Steph with Boulder Events at 720-940-4880, and thank you for joining us.
We choose to go to the moon.
We sink, we swim, we rise, we fall, we meet our fate together.
Here's to the crazy ones.
I have a dream. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Search high and low, scour far and wide. Comb through every inch of this magnificent state, and you'll have a hard time finding a more fitting analogy for life than a race. The hours of meticulous preparation, the boldness to train, the determination to push past limits, the resolve to persevere, the focused goal to win, the steadfast courage to finish.
Together, together.
But this seemingly solitary act of racing is not a lonesome journey, because when you look, you find a simple truth. You never run alone. With every step, you are upheld by a throng of champions. With every careen, you are picked up by a web of support, and all noise is drowned by the raucous ovation of the fanatics.
But because they are hard.
St. Vrain Valley Schools are running a race. They are chasing hard after preeminence. They are hounding after student success and teacher excellence. And every day, they surpass even our loftiest expectations.
We sing, we swim, we ride, we fall, we meet our fate together.
Stride for stride, we run with the St. Vrain Valley Schools. Mile after mile, we equip them on their trek. Year after year, we champion their cause. We are intensely honored to be partners in their journey. We are excessively proud to be amongst their legion of support. We are the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation, and we run further together.
Get this going. Cecilia Countdown, Anais, David Kester, Janelle Sound, Jenna GoPro. Come on, guys, showtime.
Good. Ms. J.J. Ratterink, and I'm very excited tonight at the beautiful St. Vrain Valley Schools Innovation Center for the St. Valley Virtual Gala to Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. Now, as a graduate of Skyline High School and of the St. Vrain Valley School District, I can personally attest to the work that is going on with the Education Foundation and what they're doing on behalf of the students and the teachers for success, and how that's so instrumental for the community and for the schools. Now, we all know that social distancing might have stopped us from giving handshakes and hugs and pats on the back, but it doesn't stop us from showing our love and our commitment to this wonderful organization. And that's why we're all here this evening, and we thank you for making it a priority and being here tonight. All right, so as we get started here, there's something that all of you can do that would be very beneficial, and it doesn't cost you a dime right now. If all of you would right now share this event on your preferred social media, that would be great. Feel free to send this link for the YouTube video to any of your friends and family. This will help us spread the word about the event, and sharing this to your own network will expand the reach of this broadcast and make sure that more and more people are aware of the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation, the great work they're doing, and the mission that they are pushing forward with. So please share that now. Now, before we get too far down the road, we do have one bit of technology advice. It can be a little bit difficult to watch the program and try and contribute or bid at the same time on that same device. So what we recommend is if you have a desktop or a laptop, watch the program there. You can enjoy it. Make sure you've got your phone with you. You can make your contributions, bid on some of the great items through there. It'll make it a lot more enjoyable to have a couple of devices there to enjoy the show and make sure you either get those items or contribute to this foundation. And if you have not registered for the auction and you want to bid or donate, you will need to contact our tech support, which should be listed on the screen, and text the number listed. And again, that number is 720-940-4880. Steph from Boulder Events is standing by. She'll be happy to help you, and you're going to want to make sure you get there so you can bid on a lot of these great auction items, or you can make the contributions. So let's go ahead and take a look at our program schedule for tonight. Now, we've already shared how you can get signed up and participate to make donations. And again, just to reiterate, that number is 720-940-4880. Steph from Boulder Events is there to help you for anything that you need from that. We're also going to hear from St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation Executive Director Josh Atherton, and he's going to give us a better understanding of what the Education Foundation is doing and why it's so important to support them, especially right now. We're going to see a highlight video about our incredible 2020 Teacher of the Year, Jeanette Rivera Gonzalez from Northridge Elementary School. One of my favorite parts of the evening is we're going to host a paddle raiser when everyone can get involved and make contributions. You're going to want to make sure also that you stick around to hear from our Superintendent of St. Vrain Valley Schools, Dr. Don Haddad. And lastly, a special performance from our local favorite, Face Vocal Band, to conclude our evening. Next up, we're excited to share a unique performance by 40 music students ranging from kindergarten to 12th grade, representing 20 schools from across St. Vrain Valley, who will be performing Truly Brave with the arrangement by Mac Huff. After the performance, we will hear from Skyline High School alumni and St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation Executive Director, Josh Atherton. So thank you and enjoy this performance.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, or I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you makes you feel so small.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. But I wonder what could happen.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. I wanna see you, just wanna see you. I wanna see you, I wanna see you be brave.
Show me your smile.
Everybody's been there, everybody's been there. Down by the enemy. Falling from the fear and nothing disappearing. Bow down to the mighty.
This road makes you
Yours
crazy.
right.
You're talking
Just stop holding yourself.
just call me out.
Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me. I'll make your bravest say what you wanna say, and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say, and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
Don't be afraid
To let them show
your true colors.
your true colors.
Are beautiful.
And since your history of silence,
I can remember when I saw you laughing.
let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? I see your true colors shine.
Welcome, St. Vrain community, to our virtual St. Vrain Gala. Want to thank you all for being here tonight. You don't know how excited I am about this event. A little nervous because we're going live. So just want to say thank you all for being here. You might be asking, what am I standing in front of right now? Well, this amazing machine right here is our Mobile Innovation Lab. This is an incredible idea that our district had to try to bring innovation to our schools, and even more importantly, maybe to community events, so that folks in the community can see and hear and touch what our district is doing right now. This mobile lab was 100% privately funded. Businesses like Stapp, Interstate, Toyota helped pitch in and privately fund this. And I just think that this thing is absolutely amazing. So thank you, Stapp, Toyota, and thank you to all the other businesses, UC Health, United Power, IBM. Thank you all for supporting this. Why don't we go quickly into the Innovation Center and go see what this building is all about. As we're walking, I have to admit, I am looking at the auction. My wife and I are bidding on a couple items. So if you see my name out there, please don't outbid me, or you can. And I just want to quickly thank all of our schools, all of our businesses who help support this event by donating auction baskets and items. Really appreciate it. This is our aeronautics classroom here at the Innovation Center for St. Vrain Valley Schools. Incredible teacher, Jake Marshall is the head here. They have a full drone program here. We actually have a runway outside where students can fly using headsets, and they can actually land and take off at the runway. This building was built through the culmination of the 2016 bond that St. Vrain overwhelmingly supported. And it is an incredible facility. And talking to staff here, the common theme that they always say is when people walk in here, they always say, why didn't I have this in high school? And so now when our students walk out, they're saying, aren't we glad that we have this? So thank you, St. Vrain community. Walk in here real quick. This is the other part of our Aeronautics Innovation Center here. As the camera is going to pan here real quick, we'll show you our very large and really cool paper airplane that our students are building for Boeing. Just another example of what our school district is doing. You can see we have all this amazing equipment for aeronautics. Just want to say, great job, Jake, for all you're doing. I also want to say thank you to Ben Kolb and Janae Bird for your amazing work that you did on that Truly Brave video that you all just saw. That video was a culmination of a lot of hard work and time, and congratulations to all of our students who are participating in that in our schools. Parents, I'm sure you're incredibly proud of them right now, and I just want to say thank you for doing that. Just want to quickly highlight a couple programs that our foundation does, priority programs. You're going to hear out throughout the night about what we do, but some of the highlights that we have, as a foundation, we focus on our mission, which is student success, teacher excellence. And what does that mean? Well, student scholarships. We know that in order for students to be successful for post-secondary, they got to have the finances and the funds to go out there into the world of post-secondary. Our foundation is committed to providing scholarships to support that cause. Teacher excellence. Tribute to Teachers is another great event that we do, and that event is all about recognizing our amazing educators. Jeanette Rivera-Gonzalez, who I'll talk about here just in a second, came through the Tribute to Teachers. And one of my favorite programs, amongst all of our programs, Crayons to Calculators, where we provide 10,000 backpacks to students who are in financial need throughout Boulder, Weld, and Broomfield counties. We do that in a joint partnership with Impact on Education, with Western Disposal being one of our main partners and sponsors of that event. So those are just a couple highlights. We're here for our students and for our teachers, and to enhance the incredible educational opportunity that our school district provides. Just want to say a couple of thanks of appreciation to some people. First and foremost, to my amazing staff, Tammy Palombo, our business manager, and Michelle Phelan, who is our community liaison. Tammy is actually a Longmont High School grad, and the two of them are just mighty. They are so great at their jobs, and they make my job so much easier. And I just want to say, to the bottom of my heart, thank you to you two for all that you do. I also want to thank our Gala committee, headed up by Brandon Schaefer and Megan Johnson. Thank you to the two of you and the entire committee for the months and months and months of planning that this event took. I really, really appreciate it, and we're here because of all of you. I also want to say thank you to our board of directors and associate directors. This job is easy because I get to work for an incredible and compassionate board who cares deeply about public education in St. Vrain Valley Schools. Thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it. And Dr. Don Haddad, our superintendent, and our board of education, and all the staff for St. Vrain Valley Schools. Again, I hate to be repetitive here, but we are here because of all of you. And Dr. Haddad is always there for us as a foundation, and I really appreciate the support. Thank you, Dr. Haddad. Really appreciate it. And thank you to our St. Vrain Valley community. We are here because all of you are here to support the foundation through our priority programs. We have just an amazing supportive community, and I want to thank you all as well for that. And last, I'm going to introduce our next person, who is Jeanette Rivera-Gonzalez. She is our 2020 Teacher of the Year for our Tribute to Teachers program, and she comes out of Northridge Elementary. She has an amazing story, and I just want to say directly to Jeanette that I am so appreciative for what you do in your classroom and for your students and for your dedication. And thank you for all that you do for your classroom and for your school community. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
I said, I want to become a teacher. I also want to make a difference in students' life. This is what teaching is all about.
In one of the most important places in America, a public school.
They had an unwavering belief in the power of education.
Schools are the heartbeat of the community.
My name is Jeanette Rivera-Gonzalez, and I teach at Northridge Elementary School. I love teaching, and when I was little, back in Mexico, I always play school with my cousins. I was a teacher, of course. They were my students, and I was helping them, with school stuff. It felt good to help others. Then later in life, I came to the U.S. when I was 14 years old. And there was a teacher, who made a difference in my life. She guided me, she helped me. She really made a difference in my life. And I said, I want to become a teacher. I also want to make a difference in students' life the way she did with me. One of the things that I think has been so successful, like starting this online learning, every time I design my lessons, I said, okay, how can I incorporate a way, to really engage students? So I'm always finding creative ways. I incorporated, for example, movement, dancing. Okay, let's dance. I use theme days or spirit days. Now that they're at home, students are at home, I use artifacts. So I said, okay, what can I use for students to tell me if they agree, if they disagree with their partner? And then for me also to be able if they got their answer correct. So I use the sunglasses for statements. I'm agree, put your sunglasses if you agree or disagree. Yes, Miss Rivera. That's equal to 6. A ver, déjeme verlos. And then if I see, okay, most of them got it, that's the correct answer. And then they have to prove their answer. That's a fun way, they all love to wear glasses. It was fun for them, and also I use that so I can see academic learning through using artifacts from home. Learning it's fun, and that's kind of always been my motto, learning should be fun when the kids like laughter and excitement, and I said, okay, this is what teaching is all about. The first week of school, every day was a theme day. Okay, wear, shirt with your favorite color. And then I was asking, oh, I noticed that you're wearing pink. Is that your favorite color? So we were getting to know each other. Like the next day was not to dress up, but I was telling information about me, stuff about me. So they were using a spoon and a fork. So I said, okay, go get a scavenger hunt and go get a spoon and a fork. Let's see if you know, Miss Rivera. Let's see how much have you learned about her. So we were doing a true-false statements, and I say, oh no, I don't have 2 pets, I only have 1. So we were using the spoon and the fork. Or find someone who, by using the sunglasses, okay, if you like pizza, put your sunglasses. And I said, okay, now look at the camera and see. At the end of the day, we have what is called like a closing circle, and then I have an activity that it's about ask me anything. So every day I choose 2 students, and then all other students, they can ask them anything. Of course, I model the first one, and I say, okay, well, what is your favorite food? Or you have a pet. Today we're gonna pick Jaylene and another student. Okay, let's get to know them more. Ask them anything. They started, to know even me, getting to know them better, but also their friends, their classmates. So creating that community, like how I do it in person, I wanted to also make a community and online learning.
Well, thank you very much to those students, and congratulations to Jeanette there. Some really good videos so we can see what the foundation is doing. And now I'd like to welcome Josh Atherton from the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundations to the studio here, and he's the executive director. Josh, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, JJ, and I really appreciate you being here. I just want to say thank you to Janae Bird and being called and all the students. Really great job. JJ, I just want to say thank you for agreeing to be here. We're all started for you at Skyland High School here in St. Vrain Valley. What do you think about this incredible facility, Innovation Center?
This place is incredible. I had the opportunity to walk it yesterday, and I loved all the rooms, the underwater, the aeronautics room. It was unbelievable. I just kind of wish that it was around when we were here, but knowing that the students now have the opportunity and access to this really kind of gives you a sense of pride, especially coming from this district. So unbelievable area to be.
I was going to say the same thing. It's just an incredible facility, and I would say, I mentioned it just a few minutes ago, but that's the common theme. Looks like we have an audio issue.
Yeah, so I would imagine that a lot of the people that come here are just like I was, kind of just in awe of everything. Again, from every single room that they have here, everywhere you go, you turn around, you see a new innovation. And one of the more impressive things is some of the things that I learned that the students were building. It looked like professionals or people with engineering degrees had put these together, and then I come to find that students had assembled these. So the opportunities they have right now, and to see them being able to take advantage of some of those things and the support they're getting is phenomenal. So I definitely want to thank everyone for making this a priority this evening. And again, all the funds raised here tonight will support the Foundation's mission of student success and teacher excellence in St. Vrain Valley Schools and the priority programs. And now actually is the great opportunity for everybody, because we're going to start our paddle raiser. And this is everybody's opportunity to directly donate to the Education Foundation. Now, as a reminder, you can still register for the auction and the paddle raiser. You should have received a text, and that number was 566-51. Simply click on the link, confirm your name, and look for the donate button. Now, on the screen, you will see how to contact tech support to register for the paddle raiser. And you should also see instructions on how to make your paddle raiser donation. Again, that number that you click on for the link is 566-51. Click the donate button, choose your donation level, confirm your donation, and help continue the great mission of the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. So we have reached that time here where we can all come together and contribute. And I think we know that alone, there's only so much we can do, but collectively, when we come together as a team, we can accomplish so much more. And that's what I love about these paddle raisers that we're going to do and hopefully make a big difference for the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. Now, we're going to ask for support at different levels, and we hope that all of you out there will contribute at least once when you're here at a level that matches your means and your commitment to this organization, and will allow them to keep their mission going that they have and keep it as strong as they have at this point. So our first level tonight is going to be $5,000. If there's anybody out there that would like to donate $5,000, you can do it throughout, but this would be a great opportunity. And I'm actually going to go back to Josh here. Josh, what would $5,000 do for the foundation?
Well, I think $5,000 would be huge, JJ, and it would help significantly fund one of my favorite grants that we award to St. Vrain teachers, the Eleanor Travel Grant, which is a grant the Board of Directors established in honor of our late founder, local philanthropist, and longtime volunteer executive director, Eleanor Flanders. Eleanor believed in using travel as a means to improve oneself. In her 2015 memoir, The Eleanor Venture, she stated, "I looked back on my long life and decided that my education and travel had been the defining factors in determining almost everything else that had happened to me. Travel helped broaden my perspectives and enriched my understandings. I decided to enhance a teacher's education through travel." And that was from Eleanor Flanders, JJ.
That's great. And can you tell me where some of the teachers have traveled and maybe the impact on their classroom?
Yeah, no, our teachers from St. Vrain who have been awarded this grant have been traveling all over the world. Locations like Japan, Australia, Peru, Cuba, Thailand, and Rwanda. In fact, our 2018 recipient, our very own Colin Rickman, who is currently the mobile lab coordinator here in St. Vrain and was a STEM teacher at Longs Peak Middle School when he received the grant, traveled to Cape Town, South Africa. Colin had the opportunity to study the unique ecology of the area, participate in a safari, tour a local school, and swim with great white sharks off the coast of Cape Town. Colin recorded everything utilizing his 360-degree camera so that students at Longs Peak and throughout St. Vrain Valley Schools could see his experiences through the virtual reality lab. How amazing is that, JJ?
That's incredible. I'm actually more impressed that Colin swam with the great white sharks. So kudos to you, Colin, for doing that.
He was in a cage. Let's just preface that, okay? It was safe. It was safe.
So again, that's a $5,000 level. As of right now, we don't have anyone there. You can certainly feel free to jump in at any level throughout the evening. But we're going to go ahead and move to our next level there, which is $2,500. And Josh, give us a little bit of insight of what $2,500 could do.
Well, a $2,500 gift would support our Tribute to Teachers program that we hold in the spring to help recognize our amazing teachers throughout St. Vrain Valley Schools. You probably saw the video that we just played, the highlight video of our 2020 Teacher of the Year, Jeanette Rivera-Gonzalez from Northridge Elementary School here in Longmont. What an amazing teacher, right, JJ?
Yeah, she was incredible. She was unbelievable.
And I've gotten to know Jeanette a little bit, and what she does to go above and beyond for her students is just beyond what's expected. And so during the beginning of COVID, Jeanette wanted to connect with her students, and this was during the time where all students were online. She traveled to each of her students' homes and stood out on the sidewalk with a homemade sign, telling them how much she missed them and loved them. This small act of kindness helped alleviate some of the stress that her students were going through at the time. Jeanette is just one example of what our teachers are doing day in and day out to bring an exciting and rewarding learning experience for our students. Supporting our Tribute to Teachers allows us to show gratitude that we have for the work our educators do. We would like to take a moment to announce to our St. Vrain Schools community that nominations for the 2021 Teacher of the Year will open in December. And you can go to our foundation website at www.stvrainfoundation.org to nominate a teacher in December. We hope that you will take the time to nominate one of our outstanding teachers in our community.
We certainly hope you will. And Josh, I have great news for you. I'm looking here. We already have one donation at the $2,500 level that came from Clinton Ashley. So Clinton Ashley, wherever you are, thank you very much for getting us going there at the $2,500 level.
Thank you,
Josh,
Bob.
do you have any words for Clinton Ashley?
No, I deeply appreciate it, and that's going to go a long ways in help supporting our teachers, so we really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. And we're going to go ahead and move to our next level, which is $1,500. And Josh, I like the rhythm here. Go ahead and fill us in. What would $1,500 possibly do for the foundation?
Well, again, JJ, it would be huge for our foundation. It would help us deliver our promise of student success and teacher excellence, including providing teacher innovation grants for our incredible teachers in St. Vrain Valley Schools. Last year, we provided over $40,000 in innovation grants to our teachers to help fund ideas and projects that they have. This level of giving would help us provide more funds, especially for our special needs category of grants. A great example from last year was for an adaptive tricycle for a pre-kindergarten class at Mountain View Elementary to help in creating an all-inclusive classroom experience for children with physical limitations. The teacher who submitted the application was awarded, stated that the outdoor tricycle time was one of the most popular activities for students who don't have disabilities. So when they were awarded this adaptive tricycle, it allowed students with physical limitations to be included in the popular activity and be a part of the class.
That's really, really special. And I'm actually looking here, and we have a donation here at the $1,500 levels. I have a name of Eric. Eric, thank you very much. And actually, I have a note here, folks. Let me just jump back up. Josh, I have really good news. I want to thank everybody. We have another donation at the $2,500 level that came from Pamela and Tim. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
With those two, we're at $5,000 total at that level. Again, Eric, thank you very much for your $1,500 donation. That puts us at $6,500 right there. And again, you can jump in at any time here, donate. When you hear that level that matches your means and your commitment to this organization, every dollar helps. We really appreciate that. I'll keep referring back to my little screen here, my New York Stock Exchange ticker, and we'll go back to that. I'm going to go ahead and move to the $1,000 level, Josh, and let you tell us what $1,000 could possibly do.
Yeah, a $1,000 gift would be significant because this is the average amount that we award with our post-secondary scholarships in the spring. In fact, in 2020, we awarded nearly $75,000 in scholarships, a record amount for our foundation. We continue to work hard to find additional funding opportunities so that we can help ease the burden that many of our soon-to-be graduates are facing with increasing college tuition and living expenses, especially for our lower-income students. We are also working to open up opportunities for additional scholarships to community and trade schools, many of which offer degrees in areas such as advanced manufacturing, welding, aeronautics, dental hygiene, which my mom's a dental hygienist, at a fraction of the tuition cost compared to larger universities. Many of these fields are seeing increased demand on available skilled employment while offering great pay with benefits. Making sure that all of our students have access to post-secondary education continues to be a major focus for our foundation.
That's incredible. And again, I actually got to visit with your mother the other day. It was good to reconnect with her. And again, she knows the mission here. She knows everything that's going on. I'm looking right here. We actually just had one pop in at the $1,000 level. RT and Kit. Thank you very much for that. I believe if I've got the calculations correct, we're about $7,500 so far. We thank everybody who's donated. We've got a few more levels we're going to go. Again, you should have that link. You should be able to jump in, make a contribution at any point there. And like we keep saying, everything's helping. You're seeing what it's doing. You're seeing what the mission is of the foundation. And so we're just going to keep everything open for you. We're going to go ahead and move to one of our last three levels at $500 here. And Josh, go ahead and tell us what $500 has the possibility of doing.
Well, JJ, many of our STEM and our general grants we offer through our Innovation Grant Program average about $500, Last year, we helped fund general project Viva Mariachi at Rocky Mountain Elementary. The teacher for this project was excited to begin teaching mariachi music to her elementary students. In her proposal, she shared that she had started teaching traditional music from Mexico. Though through this music, she was able to meet grade level standards and reach her students' families. She also stated that working in a way to involve community members was a really important aspect as well. Another project we funded was to help establish the Aquatic Remote Operated Vehicle After-School STEM program at Longmont High School for students to design, build, and compete with underwater remote operated vehicles. The goal of the program was to introduce and inspire students to further pursue their exploration by participating in more in-depth opportunities in the district, including the Technology Student Association and the Innovation Center Remote Operated Vehicles program. We would like to take a moment to remind any St. Vrain Valley teacher who are watching tonight that we are currently accepting teacher innovation grant applications through December 1st. We always enjoy reviewing the creative and innovative projects that are submitted. Thank you, teachers.
Yeah, thank you again, teachers. And Josh, I have some really good news. I'm going to get to the $500 level and announce those names as we appreciate it all. We had Katie and Tim at the $1,000 level. Jump back in there.
Thank you both. We really appreciate that.
My teachers from the district, I apologize. Sometimes my rudimentary math can be off. I believe we're at $8,500 there at those first three levels. Let me jump to the $500 level so we can acknowledge all the folks there. And thank you again, Katie and Tim. Right now, it looks like we have 8 folks there at the $500 level, which puts us at $4,000 at that level. And if I'm right, we should be about 12.5. I apologize if we're off, but let me go ahead and give you a couple.
Don't you have a degree in finance, JJ?
Yeah, but it was a minor, so you don't really have to focus on things there. They let you slide on some of those
it was
basic
Wyoming
additions.
too, yeah.
Well, Wyoming has a great education.
Love
but St. Vrain Valley
people,
certainly got me ready for it here. But let me go ahead and acknowledge a few folks at $500. We have a few anonymous donations, so thank you to those folks. We have DLR Group, Anderson Mason Dale Architects, BG Building Works, John and Joni, Kyla and Steve, Pam with an exclamation point, so thank you very much to everyone. We have Crystal and Kevin, and So we are now at 9 at that level, which is $4,500 at that level. I believe we were about $13,000 there, but I just like even numbers. So if there's anybody that wants to jump in at that $500 level, maybe get us to 5,000 there. We'll worry about the math later. It'll all be counted. But I am getting something here that I should take a look back. Keith and Kelly, and I believe I know who that is, at the $1,000 level. Thank you very much. They jump back in. So that's 3 folks at the $1,000 level. That's 3,000 there.
I'm getting goosebumps.
You're getting goosebumps. I'm getting hives because I'm nervous about the math here. So I'm going to let the computer do it. We'll try and get you an update. So thank you again, Keith and Kelly, at the $1,000 level. Again, we have 9 folks at 500. We'd love to see another one make it an even 5,000 there. It's just so much easier for everyone. We know we're going to get there at these next few levels, and so we're going to go ahead and jump there to the next level, which will be $250. And Josh, go ahead and tell us about $250 and the impact that could have.
Well, $250 would make a significant impact on providing support for our Crayons to Calculators school backpack and supply program that we do annually to support our students who are in financial need. Crayons to Calculators is a joint effort between our foundation and Impact on Education, which is Boulder Valley's foundation, helps us provide over 10,000 backpacks for students in Weld, Boulder, and Broomfield counties, and are filled with school supplies including notebooks, wired headphones, markers, etc. Everything a student needs to be able to walk into school at the beginning of the year with their head held high and excited for new skiers, is just what the doctor ordered. JJ, $250 will provide 10 students with brand new backpacks with required supplies for the year.
That is fantastic. And let me give you a quick update there. Again, I'm not going to get into the math of feel like this is a problem. If you have 10 students, $250, we're not going to get into that, but we will recognize we've got a few anonymous donations there. We also have Axel, we have Richard, we had Matthew and Angela at that $250 level. Thank you very much. We have a total of $1,500 at this level. Wow. Again, we'll get you as best we can a running total at the end there. I also have a note here. The Pam at the other $500 level, that was your mother, Josh, so you owe a big thank you to her, as we all do to everyone who's making contributions tonight.
Thank you, Mom. Appreciate it. I owe you.
Thank you, Mom. We appreciate Josh. We appreciate all the work he's doing there. And again, we'll have this open for a while. You can jump in. Whatever level you want to put in there, we like to highlight these levels, but every dollar certainly counts. Yep. We're going to go ahead and move to our last level, which will be $100 here. I'll jump back to my screen, but Josh, I'm going to let you fill us in on what $100 could possibly do.
Well, yeah, going right back to Crayons to Calculators, $100 will provide us with 5 new backpacks filled with supplies to St. Vrain Valley students. JJ, I'm a sociology major, so math was never my strong suit, but 5 backpacks costing $20 seems low, doesn't it? I tell you what, though, I'm proud of our Crayons to Calculators team, led by our very own Michelle Phelan, and our partnership with Impact on Education, because the work they do through local and national wholesalers and vendors get the absolute best price with the best quality we can get for our students. And that's really important. Like I said, 10,000 backpacks to students in 3 counties is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and something as simple as a backpack, how important that is for a young student and kind of how that brightens their day. I remember getting a new one myself. Yep. So it's very important to show up with those, and it's a very special thing for a young student. So
yeah,
at the $100 level,
and JJ, I apologize. I want to step in here
fine.
real quick. I had a mother once tell me that how important it was for her daughter to walk into school, who was in grade school, with a brand new backpack, because otherwise it would have been a plastic bag with a hodgepodge of school supplies that she found at home. And so making that day special for her daughter and making sure that that wasn't a focus was really important. So I really appreciate all of our donors who help our Crayons to Calculators program.
Yeah, and you can always interrupt with a story like that. Really incredible. And I think we've all seen that firsthand, and we're seeing that firsthand this evening. And I do want to acknowledge the folks at the $100 level. We have a lot of them. I'll try and get through all of them if I can there. We have a few anonymous donations, so thank you again to those folks. We have Heather and Dan a couple of times there. We have Pete, Jerry and Diane, Greg and Stacy, Kale, I hope I'm saying that correctly there. Yep. Deanna, Jeffrey and Ashley, Adele, Ben and Mackenzie. We're going to scroll through here.
Thank you, guys.
These keep coming in. We got a few more. We have Libby, Andy and Mindy, Tom and Dory, Todd, Corey and Tracy. We have Karen. We've got, and they're all doing different donations. You know, some of them are around there, but this is incredible. This is just fun to see. I wish everyone could see this. It's so fun to see the impact when you see all these names coming in there, the donations coming flying in, you know, I think approximately there, I'm not going to lie to you, Josh, I got a little help here. We're a little over $18,000 on the paddle raiser, about $18,150. Folks, we're going to keep that open for a while. We would love to see that number. Again, I like even numbers. We'd love to see it hit $20,000. Whatever you feel like you can do, if there's something you can jump in there with and do some donating, that would be fantastic. We're getting awfully close. We appreciate everything that everyone has donated this evening. And again, we're seeing the impact there very much. Josh, would you like to say anything there to conclude the paddle raiser?
Well, it's funny because I'm watching our St. Vrain students who are behind the camera right here, and they're just shaking their head and listening to us read out these numbers. And you all are so important. I hear some names I recognize. I know our friends and supporters of the foundation. So again, thank you guys a lot. Really, really appreciate it. And from the bottom of our heart, trust me, we will be good stewards of your dollars and make sure that makes a great impact on our St. Vrain students.
Well, thank you very much. I do want to at least give a shout out here to Kristen and Matt and Ryan and Bree for jumping in again there. We just keep seeing that number go up, so thank you, everyone. And again, that'll be open, but that'll conclude the paddle raiser tonight with Josh and I. And I want to remind you that you can still donate through the auction site, or feel free to visit the Education Foundation website at www.stvrainfoundation.org. Again, that's www.stvrainfoundation.org. You can set up a monthly giving or make even a one-time gift there and keep helping the Education Foundation. I want to thank everybody who supported that tonight, and all the support you gave will certainly have a big impact on the St. Vrain Valley Education Foundation.
And JJ, I too want to thank our St. Vrain family and community for your generosity and dedication to the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation in our school district. Your trust in us to deliver student success and teacher excellence is beyond humbling. Next, I want to introduce a message from Kevin Rickman, the president of the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation's Board of Directors and Associate Directors. Kevin is a graduate of Longmont High School and is a principal at Brock & Company accounting firm here in St. Vrain. And Kevin, I know you're watching this tonight. Thank you so much for everything that you do for our foundation. Really appreciate it.
I'm Kevin Rickman, the current president of the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. And I'd like to start by thanking all of our staff and countless volunteers for helping make this virtual event possible. We see our partnership with the St. Vrain Valley Schools as vital to the success of our communities. I have a child at Frederick High School, another at Coleridge Middle, and another at Prairie Ridge Elementary. I graduated from Longmont High School, and I've seen what can happen when people come together and support student success and teacher excellence. Again, my fellow board members and I want to say thank you for attending tonight and thank you for your support. The work we do here tonight will have a significant impact, so thank you.
Keep donating, you guys can still
Yeah,
keep donating.
yeah, we're just going to stare at you in the living room there until we see the donations. So maybe that's why we're doing it. Yeah, no, I'm just kind of wondering what Keith and Kelly may have there. Can't really quite make it out, but something that's giving me inspiration for later words, for sure.
I just want to remind everyone the auction will end at 7:30. So we can keep on donating.
Yeah, and again, we'll keep those open there, and we'll highlight some of our premium auction items here soon enough as well. Yes, a couple of things here. So I think we're going to go ahead and keep moving here. And just as a reminder, if you need help placing a bid, feel free to text or call Steph at Boulder Events. And again, that number is 720-940-4880. We thank everyone for staying with us there. We apologize about that. You had to stare at Josh and I maybe a little bit longer than you wanted to, but that's okay. So now it's time to highlight some of our premium auction items. And this is going to be a little bit different than you're used to in the past, because in the past they're a live auction item, but these premium auction items have been available to be bid on now since the beginning of the week. We are going to close them with the silent auction, like Josh said, at 7:30 p.m. tonight. So we're going to highlight them. We're going to explain why, and you're going to definitely see, but you're definitely going to want to get in on these live auction items. You have till 7:30 p.m. tonight, so you want to make sure you get in there. So, yeah, so we're going to highlight our first premium auction item tonight. Is that, do I have that correct there? I think we do, yep. So it's 2020, we're all adjusting to new things, so this is good. Everyone gets to see firsthand, but we are going to highlight our first one. Again, this item is number 551, a private reserve wine collection, which I think we all, I think 2020, we all agree that we can use that right now. Currently, the bid on this stands at $2,250, excuse me, so $2,250. But let me go ahead and explain this, and so that entice you a little bit more as if you need it. The private reserve wine collection is a one-of-a-kind collection that's been generously donated by Debbie and Chris Lamers. Or Lammers. I apologize if I said that wrong. I believe it's Lammers. Many of these wines have a personal story behind them. The Mattervini wines were tasted and hand-selected at the winery by Chris during his business travels to Argentina. The Australian wines were selected and brought home after Debbie and Chris visited the Barossa Valley wine region in South Australia, including Murray Street Vineyards, owned by Debbie's brother-in-law. The proprietor of Sonoma Valley's Moe Family Vineyards are personal friends of Chris and Debbie, and this collection contains one of their signature wines, Lanky Dog Pinot Noir. This collection contains 65 bottles of wine and is sure to bring many memorable memories to the winning bidder. And again, I think we all understand the way this year has gone. This is definitely the way to close out 2020. Nice transition into 2021 here, but really some fantastic wines, really a great collection here. Again, you got 65 bottles. Right now, it's still sitting at $2,250. You're going to want to get your bids in on this. Some of these wines, I've talked to some of the people who have had them, they say they're unbelievable. You won't get them anywhere else. These are incredible. Get those bids in. You got it till about 7:30 p.m. tonight, but you want to get those bids in as soon as you can, and don't miss out on this one if you can.
JJ, I just want to mention too that Debbie and Chris are great friends of the foundation, and when they called us up and said that they wanted to help with our auction, this was their offer, and I want to say thank you so much to you guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Debbie and Chris, very, very much there. And again, I apologize if I butchered anyone's name throughout the rest of the evening here. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next premium auction item here. This is a one-week getaway to the Green Fig Resort in St. Lucia. Currently, this one is at $2,480, and I'm going to go ahead and explain what you get with this. And by the way, I've been to St. Lucia. It's unbelievable. You get a one-week stay in a two-bedroom suite. This seats 4 adults comfortably. You get free airport transfers. Everyone knows how that can be when you land. You get 50% off all libations, 20% off all food in the hotel restaurant, 20% off the spa service. Everyone deserves that. And the booking dates are June to November of 2021. Now, airfare is not included, and the resort is for adults and children over the age of 12. But this is very nice here. Listen to this. If travel cannot be completed by November of 2021 due to the COVID restrictions, the donors have generously agreed to extend to the same time in 2022. Again, this is a one-week getaway to the Green Fig Resort in St. Lucia. I haven't been to this resort, but I've been to St. Lucia. It's incredible. You may not want to come back. You get all these things. You get the 50% off the libations, the food in the restaurant, the spa service. Make sure you get your bids in. This is going to close very soon. And again, right now we're still sitting at $2,480, but 4 adults are good to go. Talk about a perfect getaway. This is a perfect time to talk about doing something like this. Get those bids in before that closes all too soon on you, so you don't get an opportunity to go to St. Lucia. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next premium auction item. This is Beer Lovers. This is definitely for you. This is the Beer with Friend package. It's number 553. Currently, this one, and I think we all have friends. Friends with Beer is perfect right now. $475 is where this is sitting at. Let me go ahead and tell you what all this includes. This is brewer for a day at the Gross and Bart Brewery for up to 4 people. You get beer for a year from the Gross and Bart Brewery. You get a $150 Longmont Public House gift card, fantastic restaurant. You get a $30 gift card to Collision Brewing Company and Restaurant. You get 5 free pints from Collision Brewing Company and Restaurant. You get a $35 gift card to Long's Peak Pub and Tap House. You get an Oscar Blues Brewery gift basket, and you get an Oscar Blues Brewery beer donated by Sam's Club. These are all great restaurants, great breweries, great food, great beer. This is a perfect opportunity. If you say to anyone right now, to a friend, do you want to go grab a beer? I don't think anyone's really saying no right now. I don't think you ever really do. So this is a great opportunity to jump in on this package. Again, we're still sitting at about $475 on that. Even with what I named off there, I don't know if we've covered the value of it. And just the value of going out with friends right now, especially to these restaurants, fantastic food, fantastic beer. You will definitely not disappoint. And you've got weekends planned for a little bit here when you've got all this planned out there. Again, get those bids in. This is going to close very soon. You're going to want to try and jump on that one as best you can.
JJ, I feel like this would be a perfect.
Yeah, I think it's a great Christmas present. I'm not sure if you're saying that to me, so then maybe I'll have to jump in and bid, but we'll let some of the other folks, but hey, if it sits around here at the $475 mark, I think we all should probably be jumping in, so I think this is great.
My friends to buy this for me for Christmas.
Yeah, I saw what you did there. You started with me, you started with the easy target, but you've got a lot of them. But I'll tell you what, if I jump in on this one, you will be the first friend I'll invite. But again, I can take up to 4, especially to be a brewery. All right, we're going to go ahead and move to our next premium auction item. It's number 554, and this will be a great fit for a family that loves outdoor adventure. This is the American West Family Adventure in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and this is packed for fun for all, I promise you that. Currently, this is at $3,250, so we're at $3,250 on this one. Let me go ahead and tell you what this package includes. You get a half-day guided tour of the Grand Teton Wildfire Safari with a light breakfast for 4. You get a guided scenic Snake River float and lunch for 4. So you already got breakfast, you already got lunch. You get this, a 3-night stay in one standard 2-bed guest room at the Rustic Inn Creekside Resort and Spa, the Lodge at Jackson Hole, or a similar hotel. Can't go wrong with any of these. They're absolutely amazing. You get tours, the tours are going to be available May through October, and the package must be used within 2 years of the date of purchase, so you've got plenty of time with this. Now, airfare travel to Jackson Hole, Wyoming is not included, but especially if you're here in Colorado, that drive up there is phenomenal. I've done it many times myself, done it when we went on family trips, especially when I was a kid, and absolutely breathtaking views. Again, any of these resorts, you're going to get that 3-night stay, you're going to get that guided tour. This is going to be a really fun adventure. You want to talk about getting away for just a little while, you and the family, you and a couple of friends, perfect opportunity right here. It's all set for you, everything there. You're going to have a great time. Again, get those bids in. We're sitting at $3,250 on that. That's going to close very soon. Do not miss out on that one if you just want a nice little getaway to a beautiful part of our country up there in Wyoming. We're going to go ahead and move to our last premium auction item, and this is perfect for those who love golf. So this and the beer with the friend package, I may have to rush to my phone actually here, but this is number 555, and now Josh and I are going to have a race to it. Currently, it's sitting at $770 right here, and let me go ahead and tell you what this includes. And everyone knows how tough it can be to get tee times, especially in Colorado with how nice our weather can be. Here's what you get. You get 2 foursomes with a cart at the Fox Hill Club, great golf course. You get 1 foursome with the cart at the Colorado National Golf Club. You get a $100 gift card for the Colorado National Golf Club restaurant, so you get to play around with friends, then you get to have a great meal afterwards. And I think this is the part that's going to be the most enticing, I know for me and probably everyone else. You get a $250 gift card to Shields in Johnstown. So after you go out, you play all these rounds, you realize that your bag either has way too many clubs or probably not the right ones. You got $250 right here. You can go to Shields. They can outfit you with whatever you need, whatever equipment. Maybe you got the wrong clothing there, but you're going to have that all set. Again, you want to be popular with your friends, you can jump in on any of these, but getting these golf packages here would be great. And again, we're sitting, it looks like, at $770 on that one. Like all of our live auction and silent auction items, it's going to close here very soon. So you don't even have to call your friends to tell them, hey, would you like to go golfing? Buy it. You know they're going to want to go. You set up the tee time. You can be the hero. And then maybe they take care of you on the golf course, making sure you don't have to pay for anything else once you get there. So again, folks, that's going to wrap up our premium auction items, but we have those and a lot of great silent auction items. Those are going to close at 7:30 p.m., so do not hesitate, do not wait on those. Make sure you jump in there, and make sure that you jump in on those as soon as you can. So we also want to send a special thank you to all of our St. Vrain Valley schools that have donated baskets for the silent auction here. And I believe actually that even a couple of my old schools, I think Rocky Mountain Elementary, Columbine Elementary School, donated, so I was really proud to see that. But there's a lot of great baskets there, and you're definitely going to want to be appreciative of all those. And so thank you to all those schools. Josh, I'll even let you say a thank you there.
Yeah, and I know we've got a message, a video here in a second from our superintendent.
Good evening. It's good to see all of you. I want to first begin by thanking all of you for participating in this evening's gala. It means a lot to us, and appreciate you taking the time to join everybody. I also want to thank you for the amazing support that you have provided our school system, our students, our teachers, our staff, our entire community as we've worked to navigate this really challenging global pandemic that we've all been working through. Thank you for that, because without your support, without all of us working together as a team, it would be much more difficult than it already is. I want to also thank Josh Atherton, the Executive Director for the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation, and all of the board members for really the excellent support that you've given us for years. And as this gala is something that we've been doing annually, the funds that we receive from this gala have really helped our children, our teachers, our entire school community. I just want to highlight some of the things. You know, one of the things that we do is provide teacher grants. And these grants are in technology sometime, and a whole host of ways that enhance the classroom and the instructional process. And those grants have been very, very beneficial. We also have awarded scholarships, many scholarships, to many students. You all know about the Crayons to Calculators program, which provides backpacks full of really important school materials and supplies for all of our children. There's the Sunrise Stampede, which one of these times I'm going to try to win that thing, but still need to do a little bit more training before I can do that. But that's a great run that helps all of our special needs students and provides materials and supplies and opportunities for them. So I'm extremely grateful for your support with that. We also support the Eleanor Venture Travel Grant, where a teacher gets to travel and then bring back information from a different part of the world. So all of those things have been really, really helpful. And this year, with the challenges associated with the pandemic, I know that the Education Foundation has raised about $70,000 and contributed that to an emergency fund to provide resources and support for children, for teachers, for staff, for members of our community. I can't say thank you enough. All of what I've listed just took a couple of minutes to state, but really hours and days and weeks and months and years to accomplish. And so I'm extremely grateful to everybody who has participated in supporting our schools, everybody within the Education Foundation for your tremendous support, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening here in celebration with this gala, and I wish you all the very, very best and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, and thank you again. Appreciate everything.
Teachers, you have always done important work. You stretch our minds, broaden our horizons, and touch our hearts. Your classrooms are the thriving soil where students grow. And now, amidst an unprecedented challenge, you have gathered up your classrooms and brought them home. You have put in more hours and sweat than ever to bring the flourishing of your classrooms to our kitchen tables. In this time of distance learning, it would be easy for you to question your impact. Screens don't always let you see the smiles, the aha moments, the love your students have for you. That's why we want you to hear from those who mean the most to you, your students.
Got that confidence in me, and you taught me and helped me along.
I'm just so thankful that I got to have her as a teacher this year.
Make sure you knew how much all of us appreciated you.
You're one of my favorite teachers ever.
Thank you so much for everything you did
And you're such a big role model to me, and keep up the good work, and I really miss you.
I miss you. How you made schoolwork interactive and fun. Thank you so much for being such an amazing, wonderful, and superb teacher at this program. I will always remember you and show your love every day. I love you. I miss you, and I think you're the best teacher. Thank you for being my teacher. I love your class.
We love you, and we're so appreciative to have you.
From a parent's side of things, I have watched you love my child and watched him grow and learn, and I couldn't be more thankful to you.
I love you. You're a great teacher. I like that you're kind. I love learning with you.
Teachers, we hope one thing is clear. You are more essential than ever.
Welcome back, everyone. I want to personally thank Dr. Don Haddad for all of his support of the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. Next, we want to give a special shout out to all of our sponsors. 2020 has been a very challenging year for many, especially for our community and business partners that have stood by our foundation and support our priority programs. While some of our partners couldn't support financially this year due to the worldwide pandemic, many offered to help in other ways, including donating auction items and gift cards. To all of our supporters, I want to personally thank you on behalf of our staff and our board of directors. We could not do what we do without your support. For our platinum level, we have Comcast Internet Essentials and JHL Constructors, Inc. Thank you both for your investment in education. For our gold sponsors, we have AMI Mechanical, Elevations Credit Union, FCI Constructors, KCI Krishy Construction, the JM Smucker Company, Stapp Interstate Toyota, Xilinx. Thank you, gold sponsors. And for our silver sponsors, we have Allen Ford Architects, ETG Fire, Franson Pittman, Front Range Roofing Systems, GTC, Hazelton Construction, JVA, Longmont Pediatric Dentistry, PB&T Bank, and Stifel. Thank you, silver sponsors. Next, we have our bronze sponsors. Thank you, 24/7 Restoration, BC Office Interiors, Cunningham Group Architecture, Front Range Community College, High Plains Bank, Horde Copeland Motts, Lyons Gaddis Law Firm, Seagate, TBK Bank, and United Power. Thank you again, bronze sponsors. Really appreciate it. I would like to take just a couple minutes to highlight our two platinum sponsors. The first is Comcast Internet Essentials. A home internet connection is more essential than ever for today's families. Since 2011, Internet Essentials from Comcast has connected more than 8 million low-income Americans to all the opportunities of a digital world through low-cost, high-speed internet at home. Internet Essentials partners with local communities like St. Vrain to pass on the importance of being connected and provide low-cost internet service, along with free training to safely unlock its potential. As the largest internet adoption program in the nation, Comcast Internet Essentials stays true to the mission of empowering customers and enriching communities with technology. St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation and the St. Vrain Valley Schools are proud to partner with Comcast Internet Essentials to provide internet access to students during hybrid learning. Here is a message from Comcast Internet Essentials. Thank you.
This is school for us right now. We don't know what tomorrow will look like. But what we do know is, we won't stop working. We won't stop learning. We won't stop dreaming.
Internet Essentials from Comcast is the nation's largest program providing internet to low-income families, helping millions of students stay connected so they can be ready for anything.
Thank you, Comcast Internet Essentials. We really appreciate it. Next up is JHL Constructors, our second platinum sponsor. JHL Constructors is an employee-owned Colorado company with over 33 years in the business. Their diverse portfolio includes K-12 education, higher education, healthcare, multifamily, and senior living, along with office, worship, and recreational facilities. JHL was recently rated the #1 best place to work in Denver by the Denver Business Journal and the 2016, 18, and 19 General Contractor of the Year by the American Subcontractors Association of Colorado. St. Vrain Valley Schools has partnered with JHL on many projects, and most recently they are building the new elementary school number 28 in Erie. Here's a short video highlighting our platinum sponsor, JHL Constructors. Again, thank you, Brad, and all the people over at JHL.
thank you again, JHL Constructors and all of our sponsors for your support for the foundation tonight. I know that it'll go a long ways, and I know the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation is going to further their mission tonight. Now, we're getting to the end of the event here tonight, but there are a couple of things I want to point out here. The silent auction and the premium auction items will close at 7:30 p.m. I know that we've mentioned that, but I have to go back here because I am seeing people on the premium auction items jumping up here. The adventure in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, if you were the winner at $3,250, somebody else jumped in. That's now at $3,400. Again, the golf, the beer with friends, St. Lucia, and the wine collection still have an opportunity for those, but get those in. And folks, I do want to tell you this. We're so close on the paddle raiser here. I'm looking at the numbers. We had more folks jump in at different levels. Thank you to everyone. We're at $19,750. We would love before the end of the evening to announce that. If there's anybody out there for that extra $250, however we get there, however many people it takes, we would love to see that number jump up here on the screen. Again, we're so close to a nice even number of $20,000. We are very grateful for everything that everyone's donated tonight, and we know that it's furthering the mission, just like we always talked about there, but wanted to give an update there. Now, on those auction items, the winning bidders will receive pickup instructions on Monday with a link to schedule a time for pickup. All the items will need to be picked up at the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation main office, which is located at 619 Bowen Street in Longmont. Again, that's 619 Bowen Street in Longmont. You'll get your pickup instructions on Monday. If you have any questions about pickup on these items, please contact Tammy Palumbo at 720-652-8208 or Tammy at stvrainfoundation.org. Again, that number is 720-652-8208, and the email is tammy at stvrainfoundation.org. And as I sit here, I do want to give this, folks, thank you so much. Maybe you should have waited, but I'm going to tell you now, we had another couple folks. I wasn't able to get the names here, but we did jump over that 20,000 mark. We're even at 20,150. We can keep going with that, but thank you to everyone who helped us get to that mark. That's a very good number to be at there. We know what it's doing. We'd love to see it keep going up, but thank you so much for getting us there this evening. We want to thank everybody for their generosity and commitment to the St. Vrain Valley Schools Education Foundation. Again, together as a team, you've given the financial support they need and the commitment that they need, especially in a time we know it's been a little bit different, but this is very impactful to them right now. So now I believe, actually, let me, as we jump around here, go back through. We should have another, if I'm correct here, we should have another video coming up. And again, thank you to everyone right now.
Greetings from Meade Elementary. I'm Betsy Ball, I'm the principal, and we'd like to thank everyone in our community for supporting the St. Vrain Valley Schools and the Education Foundation. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Jeremy LaCrosse, the principal of Altona Middle School. On behalf of all of the students and staff here at Altona Middle School, I want to thank all of the members of our community for supporting the Ed Foundation. The support you gave goes to support teachers and students directly, and we couldn't be more appreciative here at Altona Middle School and all across St. Vrain, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Brian Young, principal at Frederick High School. And on behalf of the students and staff here at FHS, we want to thank our St. Vrain community for supporting the Ed Foundation of St. Vrain Valley Schools. The Ed Foundation does so much to support our students in regards to backpacks with school supplies, scholarships for our seniors to achieve their post-secondary dreams, and supporting teachers through innovation grants and travel awards. Together, the St. Vrain community and the Ed Foundation come together to form the St. Vrain Storm. Thank you for your support.
Hi, my name is Tracy Haley. I'm the principal of Longmont Estates Elementary. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for all of the support you show our schools, and particularly the Education Foundation. Thank you for the amazing things you help make possible for our students. Together, we can do amazing things.
Longs Peak has felt such an outpouring of support and love from our community. We could not be more grateful. We wish we could spend more time seeing you in person, inviting people into the school in these tough times, but we have felt such a connection with our community, and we are so grateful for that.
Well, my name is Sean Corey.
I'm the principal of Legacy Elementary. On behalf of the team out here at Legacy, I would like to thank the Education Foundation and its community partners for all the support that you've given to teachers and our entire community. Not only has the grants provided a huge incentive for teachers and given them the opportunity to innovate, perhaps more importantly, this year especially, the Education Foundation has held events that has brought community together. And there is no better time than to come together as a community and celebrate all that we are, all that we can be, support our teachers, and support our kids.
Hello, my name is Monica Smiley, Orchestra Director at Coleridge Middle School and a 2020 finalist for St. Vrain Valley Schools Teacher of the Year. I want to thank our St. Vrain community for all you do in support of the Education Foundation and St. Vrain Valley Schools. Your generosity has allowed more students access to musical instruments than ever before. You have helped provide them with rich, meaningful experiences, no matter their circumstance. Working together, we truly are a St. Vrain storm.
Hi there, I'm Jeff McMurray, principal of Longmont High School, and I just wanted to give a big shout out to the St. Vrain Valley community. Thank you for supporting us over the years, and thank you for supporting us through these challenging times. The incredible resources that you provide us give us the greatest opportunity to provide a great education for our students. So thank you again for supporting the Ed Foundation, and thank you for all that you do.
Well, hello and good evening. My name's Eric Roshkolb, and I'm the principal at Niwot High School. You know, since March, our community has faced much adversity. I think of the challenges faced by small businesses, nonprofits, and certainly I think about the challenges presented in schools. However, throughout that entire time, the support that the St. Vrain Valley Schools has received from our community has been unwavering. And because of that unwavering support, we've been able to continue with a strong and quality education this entire time. So on behalf of the students, the parents, and the staff at Niwot High School, to our community at large, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thank you very much, principals and staff and teachers. That was a great message, as everything else has been this night. So we're close to the end here, but before we go, as a quick reminder, Face Vocal Band will be up in just a moment for a special performance for the St. Vrain Valley Schools community. And we do want to thank a lot of people, because the St. Vrain Valley Virtual Gala would not have been possible with so many people. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that a lot of you don't get to see. We have some students that were doing this. They put on the production. They did a phenomenal job, along with a lot of people that I'm going to mention a few. If we didn't mention you, trust me, we really appreciate it. I'm going to start with the Gala Committee. We have teacher Jeff Lund and the students of the Innovation Center, Colin Rickman, Janae Bird, Ben Cald, Tammy Palumbo, Michelle Phelan. I also want to thank St. Vrain Valley Schools and Dr. Don Haddad for your unwavering commitment to the Education Foundation, and together we are St. Vrain Storm. So thank you again to everyone who made this evening possible, and obviously thank you to everyone who joined us this evening. We want to thank, we can't say that enough, but on behalf of Josh Atherton, who again, he and I went to high school together. We didn't mention that. He was actually my center. So I've known Josh for a long time, though. Know him very well, but really proud of what he's doing, very proud of what the Education Foundation is doing. On behalf of him, we say thank you for your generosity and your commitment, and we hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening.
St. Vrain Valley School District, how you doing out there? We are Face Vocal Band. I'm sure many of you know that. We play in Longmont all the time. If you haven't heard of us, we're an all-vocal rock band based just down the street in Boulder, Colorado. It is great to be here with you for the St. Vrain Valley Gala. We are so supportive of everything you're up to. Me personally, I taught in St. Vrain for 12 years at Skyline High School. Go Falcons. And I'm so grateful for the experiences and opportunities I had as a teacher in St. Vrain, and the support that I had, not only through my own admin, but also through the Education Foundation. So huge shout out to the Education Foundation for keeping events like this going and continuing the education of all the students throughout the district during these times. And honestly, what we're here to do today is to celebrate the ingenuity and resilience of all the St. Vrain teachers, admin, support staff, the Education Foundation, all the work that they're doing, and everybody just to stay as positive and connected through these times. So we're just here to party and have a good time. We're gonna kick things off with a song by Imagine Dragons. This is called Thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder. Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number, I was lightning before the thunder. Thunder, 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 feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, 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 thunder. Kids are laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? You're dreaming about being a big star. They say you're basic, they say easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleed. Thunder, 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 feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, 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 feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, 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 never give up, thunder, never give up, never give up, never give up, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, 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 feel the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
Thank you so much. We are going to transition here and we are going to magically take you back 51 years ago to 1969, upstate New York, at a little music festival you may have heard of. It was called Woodstock. And at this particular festival, a song was written about it by Joni Mitchell that was popularized by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. It is called Woodstock. And just like the festival itself, this song is all about peace and love and music. A couple things we could all use a little more of these days. Enjoy. This is Woodstock.
When I came upon a child of God, he was walking along the road, and I asked him, tell me, where are you going? This he told me. Said, I'm going out to
are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old carbon, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Back to the garden. Oh, dawn and dinner, we are stardust. We are golden. We are billion-year-old carbon, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere was a song and a celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bomber jets, planes riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we are golden, we are part of the devil's bargain, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden.
All right. Thank you so much. Woo, we're having fun. Hope you are too. This next tune that we're going to do, we're going to take you back to the 80s. My favorite, probably the greatest musical decade of all time. I might have some friends out there in the crowd. I might not. It's okay. It doesn't change my opinion. It's true. We're going to do a song now by Blondie. I'm sure you remember Debbie Harry and Blondie. They used to call them, they were the bad boys of rock and roll back in the early 80s. And a lot of people don't realize that Blondie actually opened for us. That one time we did this. It was a big summer music festival up in Fort Collins, Colorado, and Blondie played on Saturday night, and she was the last band on Saturday night on that stage. And on that very same stage, the next day on Sunday, we were the very first band to play. So we want to thank Blondie and Debbie Harry for warming up the crowd for us that day. That was great. Without any further ado, we're going to feature the one most apt to sing a Blondie song in our band. Is our bass, Forrest Kelly.
Color me your color, baby. Color me your color. Color me your color, darling. I know who you are. Come up off your color chart. I know where you're coming from. Call me online. Call me anytime. Call me my love. You can call me any day or night. Call me. Cover me with kisses, baby. Cover me with love. And roll me in designer sheets. I never get enough. Will emotions come? I don't know. I cover up love's alibi. Call me on the line. Call me anytime. Call me my love. When you're ready, we can share the wine. Call me. Speaks the languages of love. Amore, chiamami, chiamami. A bel uomo moi. Anytime, any place, anywhere, anyway. Anytime, any place, anywhere, any day. Call me, my love. Call me anytime. Call me for a ride. You can call me for some overtime. Call me, my love. You can call me in a sweet desire. Call me, call me. Call me, call me, ah, call me, call me, call me, call me, ah, call me.
All right. Well, next we're gonna do a little bit of a love song for you. Well, it's actually kind of like two-ish love songs. And now, as I think about it, really, it's not really a love song. It's kind of like what you should not do to fall in love song. And it's really two of those. We're going to kind of mash them together. You're going to understand in a second. Hope you enjoy.
Two, 1, 2, 3.
Jesse is a friend. Well, you know, he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed and it's hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. 'Cause she's watching him with those eyes. And she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Why can't I find a woman like that? Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Well, Stacy, can I come over after school? After school, we can hang around by the pool. Hang by the pool. Did your mom get back from her business trip? Business trip. Is she there, or is she trying to give me the slip? Give me the slip. Oh well, I'm not the little boy that I used to be. I'm all grown up now, baby. Can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy. I'll play along with the charade. There doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. I wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. 'Cause she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Why can't I find a woman like that? Like Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Why can't I find a woman like Stacy's mom? Why can't I find a woman like that? And I'm looking in the mirror all the time, wondering what she don't see in me. I've been funny, I've been cool with the lines. Ain't that the way I'm supposed to be? You know, I wish that I had
Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good.
So good, so good. You know, I wish that I had
St. Vrain, thank you again so much for having us with you here tonight. A lot of you know FACE and St. Vrain Valley School District and the Education Foundation. We go back many, many years. We've done a lot of various events for you over the years, and it's an honor to have been invited back again. And seriously, kudos to the Education Foundation and the district finding a way to still make this happen, still make it possible for us to be here with you. You all know education is so important to us. I myself am also a former public school teacher. And education, as always, it's a really tough time for education, and we want to do everything that we can to support education and celebrate everything that the district has been doing in terms of the ingenuity and creativity in managing to just keep things rolling and keep things together. So the last song we're going to close with is very much along those lines. This is From Now On from the movie The Greatest Showman, and it is all about lifting people up when they're at their lowest, remembering what it is, the most important things in life are really the people, the friends, the loved ones who surround us. Here's From Now On. Thank you again. We are FACE.
I saw the sun begin to dim and felt that winter wind blow cold. A man learns who is there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from that rubble, what remains can only be what's true. What's true? If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you.
From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the light. And from now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. Starts tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on.
I drink champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praised my name.
And we will come back home.
But those were someone else's dreams, the pitfalls of the man I became.
And we will come back
For
home.
years and years, I chased their cheers, the crazy speed of always wanting more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for.
From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the light. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on, from now
Come back home again.
and we
Thank you again. We are FACE.